Welcome, my beautiful Cancers. I'm Brenda Tarot, and I'm here again today to bring you your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the month of June 2020. And let's see what we have to start off our month. Your all over energy card you have been given is surrender to setting limits. Okay, so it is healthy to set boundaries in relationships, practice expressing your needs. And remember that no is a complete sentence. So you could be having situations this month when you're dealing with another energy. It could be your partner, it could be, a friend, a family member, somebody around you that may be taking advantage of your goodwill, your good humor, and, your welcome wagon doormat. I think it's time for you to step up and set some boundaries, set some limits. Let them know that you're only going to take so much. And if they're throwing out a lot of negative, toxic energy towards you, step up and make your needs known. Okay, this is about not allowing anybody to take advantage of you this month. And when you see that happening, I think it's time that you do what's best for you and you step up and say, hey, we need to discuss this. So I think you will be having some very heartfelt communication with somebody this month, letting them know where you stand on any situation that's going on. And be true to yourself, basically. Stand in your integrity and be true to yourself. No more people pleasing everybody. Okay. This is about you now finally saying, hey, I need to have some respect here. I need to set some boundaries here and limits here, and you need to understand them and agree to them. Okay. Now, coming in with your relationship or your romance card, you have been given calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So, some of you may be single. You may be wishing you had a significant other, and you could be manifesting. You could be meditating on it. You could be praying for it. I think some of you may be setting yourself up to get recognized, to get noticed, to find a soulmate. And in this day and age, with the way life is right now and the limitations we have on our entertainment and our freedom to be out and socialize as much, a lot of people are going online. So some of you may be getting online to meet somebody. It could be a dating service. And I do think that it can be quite successful for some of you that do that. For others, I think you may be working on yourself. And what that means is, you could be working on yourself. And it's like if you want to attract somebody who has a sense of humor, then you have to work on yourself having a sense of humor, just as a theoretical example, because like attracts like. Okay. And I want you to be very clear on yourself when you do set yourself up to go out there to meet somebody, that your profile is truthful, that your picture is honest, that you're stepping up and saying, hey, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I like, what I don't like. And you will attract that individual because there'll be someone out there who respects your honesty, your integrity, and you're clear and concise. Soulmates can be many people. They can include friends, they can include family members, co-workers, and then they can also include romantic partners. So some of you may be meeting somebody that you're going to be able to nicely call your soulmate. Now, let's see what we have for our first week. Starting right off the bat, you have the hermit. Or pardon me, you have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is about you tapping into your higher self. It's about you stepping up and realizing again what's right for you. Now, this is also called the card, I always call it the message or the blessing from the divine. And the sources that you lean into, your faith pattern. I think you're going to be getting together with like minded people. Maybe you're going to be joining a spiritualist organization. Maybe some of you are just getting back into spirituality yourself, doing more meditation, doing more work on yourself, doing more, enlightening work and tapping into that higher self where you can achieve more and get more and live the life you desire. For others, I think you could be meeting new people. You could be joining groups. You could be joining meetup groups. You could be joining spiritualist groups. You could be joining healing groups. I think it's a beautiful way to start off your month. But tapping into your higher self and your faith and what you believe in. Coming below that is the Tower. And something suddenly could happen, and it could be unexpected, that's going to make you have to shift and change direction quickly. And I think whatever it is going to make you act fast. Maybe your house sold quickly and now you've got to scramble to find a new home and a mortgage and so on. Um, Maybe you have renovations that have to be done because there was something that happened to the house that needs instant repair. Maybe, a situation has ended and concluded, whether it was a situation or a relationship or, a contract of some sort. And now you're moving on to find another one. I think you're building a new foundation. If something suddenly happened, something that has made you have to make a quick change. It could be the energy around you, it could be the end of something, it could have been something that just quickly came up and you finally saw the light. It's like a wake up call that makes you want to make some life changes here. And you realize that the situation can't be ignored and actions necessary for you to move forward. But it's going to be like liberation when you see the truth in a situation. And it's inevitable change that's coming into you. And the way you see yourself and the world is going to be changed, bringing you growth and encouraging you to spread your wings and go in this new direction. I read it as building, often as building a great foundation, a new foundation, something brand new that isn't going to allow you to have this sudden moment ever happen again. Now, you've got the letter, the document here. This is about getting some sort of communication from somewhere. It could be in the form of a letter. It can be in the form of a document. It can be in the form of, excuse me, it can be in the form of a an award, anything like that. When the letter shows up, it is, I often read it as good, but I often read it as something that may be legal. Okay? And it could be a package that comes in that you have to sign for, something simple like that. It could also be test results. Or maybe you put out a resume and you're going to get notification that they want to come in and you to come in and have an interview, or they've accepted you for the job. But it can be a lot of things. And I think it can be something where you're going to have to sit down and agree to it and sign on it, and like a legal agreement of some sort. So expect something to come in you're waiting for. Coming in with your second week, Cancer, you've got the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is often the card that says, balance yourself. Don't take on more than you can chew. Don't take on more work than you can handle at the moment, because you set yourself up for a fall if you do. And I think it's important now that you just realize that, again, set your limits here when you're doing anything and don't take on more than you can handle. Write out your priority list or sit down and say, you know what? Guys, I can only do this and this. I can't do all the rest of the stuff, because you have to think about your own welfare, your own greater good as well here. Now, coming in below that, you do have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups often talks about boredom, or feeling as though you're missing out on an opportunity, feeling as though, you're in limbo, you can't go forward, and you're not seeing something in complete clarity when the Four of Cups shows up. And it talks of keeping your options and your eyes open to new possibilities coming down your path. And it's time to reevaluate a situation, because maybe you're missing, or you're currently missing an opportunity because you haven't seen the whole picture. Keep your eyes open to all possibilities. And if there's help available for you, or if somebody steps in and say, hey, I can give you a hand with this or that, don't be proud. Take that help, okay? It's getting lost in your own little world right now that makes you feel this way. So the message here when this shows up is that you need to keep your options open and your eyes open to new possibilities coming down the path towards you. And they might be unexpected, that you might not have thought you would agree with or you'd want to be involved with. But I think right now you're trying to build a new foundation here, because something came crashing down and ended and you're rebuilding it. So keep your options open to move forward in a direction when these offers come in. You've got the snake, and oh, Cancer, you've had the snake before. And the snake, I often say, is the ability to shed one's skin. So they have the ability to come on smooth and sweet and nice, and then all of a sudden you trigger something in them and they strike. They show their true colors. This is the energy of, a short fuse, losing your temper. I want you to be mindful yourself of that, by setting your limitations here and having a discussion with those around you where you stand and they stand in your life, I think we'll avoid this. However, there could be somebody because the snake slithers around and they can strike at any moment. And, this is somebody who, again, they have this ability to come across. I kind of call this the wolf in sheep's clothing, where they come across as one thing and then all of a sudden, bang, they strike. So just keep your eyes open for this person that may have a short fuse. I want you to be mindful of your own energy as well, Cancer. This could be a month that's stressing you out where maybe the boundaries aren't being followed here. Maybe the limitations aren't being followed here, and you're just going to lose it. So be mindful of that to try to keep your energy intact here. Now, coming in your third week, you have the Ten of Wands, and obviously you have felt as though you've been doing all the work, pushing dead weight uphill. Maybe you've been doing all the work in a relationship. Maybe you've taken on more work at your place of employment for some of you, and it's piling up and you've had enough. And I think, again, this is a card that says start to allocate some of the jobs to other people, set your limits, say you can't do it all. Don't be too proud to pass off and receive help from other people. But also, I think you're walking away from something and letting go of something that's been weighing you down, a burden that you didn't need to take on. So I think you're lightening your load so that you're going to now be able to traverse this part of your journey much easier. It's going to be much lighter. You've realized that you can't keep dragging that dead weight uphill. You can't be doing all the work in a situation. And now you've realized that. And now you've lightened the load. So I think you're going to see clear, smooth sailing from here forward. Coming below that, you do have the communication card. This is the Three of Pentacles. And I think you're going to be getting together with other people. You could be asked to stand up and promote yourself, teach something, or be part of a team because you are a true good team player. And you're fair and just that way. So I think, Cancer, you may be asked to work and step up and be with a team of people, or you may be asked to lead a team of people. But this is not the time to work alone. I think you're going to be working with others, collaborating ideas, and that again will benefit you and help you move forward if it has to do with your career. I do see perhaps you're going to be working with two or three other people. Coming below that, you have the birdhouse and the birds. And this usually has to do with getting together, functions. Maybe there's going to be a reunion, maybe there's going to be a party, maybe there's going to be a reason to celebrate something. And often when we get in groups of people, there may be idle gossip. So I want you to ignore the idle gossip. Talk is cheap, and don't let it, determine your happingess. Coming in your final week, you have the Four of Wands, and my Cancers, this is reason to celebrate. Something's about to happen, an announcement of some sort's coming in, and you're definitely going to want to get together with friends, family, uh, and so on, and be able to celebrate something wonderful. When the Four of Wands comes in, sometimes it refers to celebrating, the announcement of something, and it could be the announcement of good work. It could be that you got a job. It could be that somebody's having a child, a baby in the family, a wedding, anything like that. And I think you're going to be really, really happy. But it can also be reason to celebrate and reward yourself. Maybe, you need to reward yourself with contentment, peace, and abundance. Go out and treat yourself to something. Somebody, as I said, it could be something good in your profession. Maybe you're making a milestone and a leap of faith and doing well in your career. You could have successfully completed something, a project or an exam of some sort, but you're ready to count your blessings and celebrate. You're going to feel so good. And again, it could have to do with marriages, engagements, honeymoons as well. Celebration. Coming below your Four of Wands, you have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is all about, they always bring us messages. And this particular page brings you the message of something that could be of a legal matter. Okay, could be something that has to do with the truthfulness. You may not like how you heard about this, but don't attack the messenger, just take the message. But it could create some delays to something. Maybe you were planning to do something and all of a sudden you went, oh geez, this came up, now we can't do it, or I can't do it. um, this could be, a contract or an agreement that's coming in as well, that you might have to agree to and sign to, or that you have to think about. And it could be to do with legal matters as well. So something's coming in. Now you do have the beautiful card, the sun. And you've heard me say this a million times. The sun is the best card in the deck. So moving forward, seeing something beautiful come in, being able to know that your things in your life are going to be improving big, 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 big time. So this is all about you illuminating and looking forward to your new future coming in. I mean, it's success. Hear me roar. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. And you're going to be able to shine through any challenges now. You're almost going to be like, you want to gloat about it. It's that big and that epic. So get ready, my beautiful Cancers, to celebrate something. The truth is coming out, which will free you, and you're going to want to just scream it to the world. This is wonderful. Well, a very interesting read for this month, Cancer. I'm going to have fun trying to title this. There's a lot going on, but I think at the end of the day, you're going to be counting your blessings that something finally has come out of this and given you reason to celebrate through all the challenges. Well, this is your reading, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a great month of June to look forward to. And always remember that I always stand in this circle of love and light for you. And let's all continue to play safe, stay safe, and be safe. And then we can all see each other again soon.